All right, good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you today? And once again, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me today. Okay, so my name is Judy Menlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So I'm just going to wait a second, see if anybody pops on, and see if I can get this on my iPad. So just bear with me a second. Or a few seconds, whatever the case may be here. Okay. All right, so I'm ready to roll. All right, so the only thing I have for you today is we are currently having a sale on our two-tone cardstock. So it's a 20% off any of our two-tone cardstock packages, okay? So, and that is today, tomorrow, and Friday. So from, I was going to say January. So from July 9th to 11th, okay? 20% off two-tone cardstock. I don't have any to show you, but they are lighter on one side than the other side. So you can use one sheet of the two-tone cardstock and get like two different colors out of it. So they're really great. They're also available in 12 by 12 size, so you can use them for scrapbooking. They have a white core, so that you can, if you tear them, you will see some weight in there. So that makes it very interesting, both for scrapbooking and for card making. So like I said, there's 20% off right now. So yeah, if you're interested, you might want to order some. Okay, so today I'm going to turn the camera down, and I am going to make a couple cards with the Floral Charm Suite. All right, this just became available July 1st, I think. July something, anyways. I'm gonna say it was the 1st, but I'm not sure. Anyways, so I'm gonna turn the camera down, and we'll get started. All right, hold on a second. I have to change the thing here. There we go. And we'll move this down like this. And I have shadows, and I can't get rid of them, so be it. I can try maybe this light. Let's see if that will work, but is that any better, guys? Oh, maybe a little bit like that. Okay. All right, that might be a little bit better, or maybe not. Okay, my screen keeps flashing. Oh, it's because it's lagging behind here. Okay. All right. So in the suite, you get the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. All right. This is the stamp set, Charming Day. And it says, thanks for being you. Happy birthday. Can't wait to see you again. Hey, you made my day. And these 3 flowers. All right. And with the dies, you get 8 dies. So these 3 dies will cut out these 3 stamps. Okay. And then these other 5 stamps are just basic dies. So I've cut them out in white here and just put them on a piece of black so that you can see. So there's this one here. This is very pretty. All right. And they're actually, can you see that? They're actually quite nice. They've got, like, they're cut everywhere. Here's this little flower here. Okay, see how he's all cut? All right. And then you've got some leaves and some more leaves. So, all right, so that is that. And what else do we have? Oh, and then we have this ribbon. This is part of the suite. So this is braided trim. And I'm going to hold it up. Hopefully you can see. It's kind of ropey. It's flat. Okay. But it's kind of ropey. So you got all these kind of hairs hanging off it. I don't know if you could. Yeah, there's a good picture there. You can see it. I don't think you'd be able to tie a bow with it. But it would be nice to, wrap around the card. Or you could probably tie a knot with it. Let me just see how that works. Yeah, so a knot would be okay. I think the bow would be too thick. So anyway, so that is the ribbon that comes in the suite. And then the last but not least, the paper. The colors in this paper are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, and Timid Tiger. So when you're putting your cards together and you're using Designer Series paper and you're not sure what colors they are, they're always on the back of your package. Okay, so I'll just show you these. Now this shadow is bothering me, but I don't know how to get rid of it. Because no matter what I do, it just kind of makes it worse. So let's try that. Oh, it might be a bit better. All right, so we've got this one. These are mostly flowers. And this is the Pretty Peacock. This is very pretty. Did I make it worse? I think I might have made it worse. Let me see. You know, I'm having an awful time with lighting down here lately. Okay, well, that's all I can do. All right, this one, I love this one here. These are all upside down. Isn't that pretty? And then on the other side, you've got the Berry Burst. And I love this one too, with the Timid Tiger and the Mossy Meadow and the Navy. This is so pretty. And then on the other side, we have some Timid Tiger. Okay, love this one too. Let me turn these around the other way. They're all upside down. I just like this. This is just so pretty and fresh. Okay, so that looks like it's got the Berry Burst and the Timid Tiger and the Mossy Meadow in it. And on the other side, we've got the Mossy Meadow. All right, this one's got the Berry Burst in it, and Navy, and I think Pretty Peacock. And then we've got Navy on the other side. And last but not least, we've got this one. These are bigger flowers. And on the other side, we've got the Blackberry Bliss. Sorry, Blackberry Bliss. Okay, so those are the papers that it comes with. So they're 12 by 12. You get 2 sheets of everything that I showed you there. Okay. All right, so I've got everything all cut out here. I think ready to roll, almost. All right, so I'm just going to show you this one I made here. I'm not making it today. I just wanted to show you. It is with this. Already I lost it. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, yeah, these flowers. Hang on a second, guys. All right. So these flowers that I cut out, just to show you with the die cuts, I use this one, and I just put it on, this is a white background, and I just cut a piece of the basic black and ran it through the brick embossing folder, the exposed brick embossing folder. And then I cut out the happy birthday from, I believe this has been discontinued now, Wanted to Say dies. And then I just used some neutral matte dots on it. I thought it was quite striking. Hey, Rose, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Anyway, so that was that one. I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so this one, I'm going to bring my mat in because I find I love this mat, but I love my silicone mat because when I'm doing things, it doesn't slide. Whereas I find sometimes things slide on the mat. So that's why I'm bringing my mat in. So I've got a piece of Night of Navy. I have a bone folder here somewhere. I don't know. Here it is. So we'll just give it a good crease here. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay. And I have a piece of this DSP from the suite. Okay. And I'm just going to glue it on. My cards today are not too complicated. I don't think. I haven't actually put it together. I've I got some ideas in my head and cut the pieces out, and hopefully my ideas will come to fruition and work. So I'm just going to glue that on. There we go. All right. And then I've got a piece of Timid Tiger that I ran through the embossing folder. I forget what this is called. Just won't come to mind. And I don't even know where my embossing folder is. My desk is still a nightmare here. Oh, here it is. Hang on. Everything's going to fall. The mini corrugated embossing folder. I really like this one. Anyway, so I ran that through. I think I'm going to position that kind of there. It might actually be too big. I might cut it down. And then I cut this little piece here from the Textured Notes dies. Take that out so you can see. And again, I love these because they all have texture around the outside. So it gives a little bit of interest. Okay, as you can see here. Trying to find a spot that's not in the shadow. There you go. All right, so I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to cut this down a little bit. I have no idea. I don't even know what size it is. I'm just going to eyeball everything. So maybe we'll make this 2 1/4. Let's see if I like that. 2 1/4. And I think I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. So maybe 3 1/2. I don't know. If I don't like it, I'm done now, right? Okay. All right. I'll move that up there. And I'm going to maybe put that there like that. And I cut out those dies in Night of Navy and the Mossy Meadow. I get rid of that little thread there. There we go. I'm just going to kind of position these somehow. I don't know. And then that little piece down there. And then I stamped a happy birthday from the stamp set. This one here. And I cut it out with this die here. Again, from the Textured Notes. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna, let's see how that's gonna work. All right, so I'm gonna glue this down. Oh, my glue won't run out. I'm just gonna see if I can get rid of some of that glue right there. And just trying to get a little bit more along the bottom there. There we go. I don't know, maybe there. Does that look straight? That looks pretty straight to me. Okay. All right, and let's move this out of the way for a minute. So I'm going to put him over there. So actually, I think I'm going to use my little glue bottle here. So this was just a glue bottle that I got from Amazon. And then I take my regular green glue here, the Tombow glue, and poured it in here. So that way I just have a bit of it doesn't come out as fast. So you have a little more control. Now I'll just put a dot here and a dot there. Actually, I probably don't need dots on some of it because it's going to hang over. But anyways, we'll see. I'm improvising as I go. So, I don't know, maybe like that. So yeah, too much glue now, but however. And this, I'm actually just going to put that there like that. So cover the bottom. Okay, and then we'll do the blue, the navy, Let's put a bit of glue here and there. So, boy, we've had a few hot days, eh, guys? Wow. It's been deadly. Some of those days. All right, and put that one. Yeah, we'll put it like that. That's good, I guess. All right, and then I'm just going to put this orange one on top. I just found it kind of a little drab, so I wanted something a little bit brighter. So that's why I went with the Timid Tiger here. And we'll just, I don't know, kind of like that. And then this, actually, let me glue this on here. Maybe I should. It was a good thing I didn't go over much further. It would have been off the card. Okay, and then now, do I want to pop it all? What do I want to do? Do I want to pop? Let me think. Oh, boy. You know what? I think I will pop it. Where's all my dimensionals? I can only find the little babies. Hello? Nope. Oh, babies. Where's my bigger ones? Come on. Okay. I know I have one that's already open that I'm working with. Oh, here it is. All right, so let's put some dimensionals on here. Few dimensionals. Yeah, you know me, I like to use lots. That'll be good. And then I have another small pack somewhere. I don't know where they are. I lose everything on this desk, I tell you. Scissors, my scissors were just here. Here they are. I'm just going to take a couple of little pieces here. So that I can put on my leaves. Actually, I'm even going to cut this in half. I don't need much. Just a wee little piece here. One there. And one there. Yep. I can't stand it when things get bent or squished. So that's why I use all these dimensionals. I'm just a little anal about that stuff. Can't help it. And we'll just put this little guy. No, I don't know. Maybe right there. Like that. And then I think I'll just get this one right here. Put him there. Hopefully that will do. So we'll pull these off. Oh, I need that one off too. Okay. All right. And put that on there like that. All right. And then my happy birthday. Get rid of this. I'll have to put some dimensionals on that too. But just at the very ends here. Actually, no, I think I'm going to use the small ones because it just kind of fits. So I don't want it to go over. So I'm just going to put them there and there. Pull these off. And put that there like that. There. What do you think? Not bad, eh? Actually, I did do a little, oh, here it is. Oh, I took just a piece of the basic white, and this is too big, obviously. It needs to be cut down. So let me do that. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. Oh, almost cut that off. And then we'll just glue that inside. And that will be done, all ready for you to sign it. There we go. Done, done, done. All right. Okay, that's card number 1. Card number 2, again, I kind of got it ready. I'm improvising as I go. So again, I'm not sure how I feel about this one, but okay. So I really, really, really like this paper, so I wanted to use this paper. So it says it's the paper is Berry Burst or Blackberry Bliss. Okay, so here's the black. I couldn't decide what color it was. So here's the Blackberry Bliss. I just didn't care for that. I don't know, it was just like too dark and blah. So anyway, so then I tried the Berry Burst, and that was nice, but I didn't really think it went that well either. So I thought, well, I'm going to try the Petunia Pop. And I thought that matched up much better. So that's what I went with, Petunia Pop. Okay, which is not one of the colors listed, but I personally liked it better with this particular paper. So I am going to glue this on. My iPad is dragging way behind, or lagging way behind, or whatever. Okay. And then I cut these out again with the textured notes. Okay. So I used this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So this one was number 5, and this one was number 4. And again, this was the Petunia Pop and a piece of basic white. I thought that would look nice on there like that. So I'm going to glue this on. And I meant to stamp before I glued, but I forgot, because you know you always stamp before you glue. And I didn't do that. So I'm going to use the Thanks for Being You. And I'm going to stamp that in Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop. Okay. I'm just going to stamp it at the bottom. I haven't used this one before. Do I have a scrap piece of paper? Of course not. This'll do. I just like to, first time I use it, I like to just kind of stamp it on a scrap piece of paper. See what it looks like. Okay. That looks good. Please don't muck this up. Please don't muck this up. All right. Good enough. Okay, so all right, so then I've used some of these flowers. These flowers here, I tried to color them with my blends, and I didn't like it. And I tried a couple of other things and I didn't like it. So what I decided to do was use the blender pens. So these are the blender pens. They come in a set of 3. Okay. And you can use watercolor pencils, or you can use the ink. Or you can use, there's one other thing, what was it? The Stampin' Write markers, not the blends, but the Stampin' Write markers, okay? So I will just do one of these. I've already done a couple, but I will do one to show you what I did. So this is my black, and again, this is my Memento black that I just got a plain white uninked ink pad and poured the Memento black on it. I like the texture of this stamp ink pad better. It's not quite as firm. Okay, so put that out of the way. I will color the flower first, and there we go, Petunia. Okay, so all I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna stick that in there like that. So I'll stuck my block in the ink, and then I'm gonna take my blender pen, and I'm gonna pick up a bit of the ink here, and I'm just gonna kind of color it like this, and then it will start to go a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna kind of move that up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll do the next one. Just kind of spread it a little bit. If you have some white there, it doesn't really matter. And we'll do this one. I'll probably go back over it again and make it a little bit darker on the bottom. Now you can always just wipe a little bit off if you're finding it a little bit too dark. Because I want it quite light at the end, and I'm not getting it as light as I wanted it. And that was kind of like what I wanted, and I didn't get that, but that's okay. All right, so I'm just gonna go over this again a little bit, so I can make it a little bit darker on the bottom here. Just give it a little more texture. And a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, and then when you're done, you just keep wiping it until it comes clean. There we go. All right, so then I need to get rid of that, obviously. Let me just get a cloth here, wipe that off. Okay, and then, oh, I better close this up before I get ink all over me. And then I have the Mossy Meadow. It's my arm. And I'm going to do the same thing for the leaves. So, get some ink on this. There we go. And I'm just going to use the other side. Okay, we're just going to that in like that. And I'm going to leave a little bit of weight on this one. And it's going down the middle there. You can see why I did some of these ahead of time, right? And we'll do this one. sometimes I forget about this stuff. It's so nice to do something a little bit different rather than just the blends all the time, because I love the blends, but this is a nice change. And one more leaf. And I'm not really well, am I? And I'm thinking, I'm not even sure if you guys can see what I'm doing here. There we go. And just a little bit like that. Okay, and might just do a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, so I just wipe it off on a piece of paper until it comes clear, clean. There we go. Done. Close this up. And I have to wipe this off. There we go. All right, so now I need to find the die to cut this out. So that will be this one. So you're just going to line this up as best you can. That looks pretty good. And I just got a piece of like post-it note here. I'm just going to stick that on and run it through the machine. So bear with me a second, guys. Okay. Pull that off. There we go. All right, now I did take a dark pecan pie blend, and I just kind of dabbed in the middle here. Okay, still left some white, but just kind of dabbed in the middle. Okay, so now I thought I would just kind of, and I've got two more here. I just need to kind of, whoop, I need this. I need this back. Actually, I need to move this up a bit. I need to fix this. I need to fix these lights before next week, right? Because they're annoying me. All right, so let me glue this down, and then I'm just gonna pop the flowers up. Just gonna put that right in the middle, as close to what I think is the middle. Oops, that's good enough. Okay. All right, so I can put one there like that, and maybe one there like that, and one there like that. What do you think? Yeah, okay. All right, dimensionals. Okay. So we'll do this one first. Put one there. And put, you know what? That's good enough. 2 is just fine. And put that there like that. And then we'll put a couple over here. And this one, for some reason, I want 3 on it. I don't know why, just do. I don't know, maybe I want the leaves over here. Do I want the flower here? And do I want the flower there? Put all the flowers in the middle. Mix it up a bit. Now I gotta put all the flowers in the middle. Oh, I don't know what to do. There, that's good enough. It's done now. See, you can sit and think about it forever and a day. And if you just put it down, then it's done. If you don't like it, it'll grow on you. Okay. And now we'll put him right there like that. Okay. Then I think, actually I meant to do this on this one too. Let me bring this one back in. I'm going to put some of these dots on. Oh, can you see the shimmer on here? Yeah, look at that. They're quite pretty. So I think I'll put one there. And I'll put one up here. And I'll put a little one down here. Yeah, just, yeah, there. Okay, so that's that one. And then these are the berry burst rather than the petunia pot, but I think they'll go okay. So I'm going to put them on. One there. And one down here. And I'll put a smaller one down here. There. Done. Move this out of the way. Move that out of the way. Get rid of that. All right. So these are my 2 cards for today. Pretty, pretty. I hope you like them. Yeah, so they were pretty easy. The coloring was a little bit different. You know what? Maybe I will add some Winko Stella to the flower. What do you think? I always like to make my flowers sparkle, so maybe I'll do that then. I'll add some Winko Stella here. It's not over till it's over, right? I don't know if you can see that sparkle there from the Winko Stella. I'm not going to put it on the leaves, just the flower. There. Okay, you guys see that? I'll just hold it up a little bit. I know every time I do this, you can never see it. One day it's going to show up. No, still can't see it. Anyways, trust me, it sparkles. It's very pretty. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got for you today. So thank you ever so much for joining me. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day and saying hi. So if you're watching the replay, please say hello and let me know where you're from. And hopefully I will see you back here next Wednesday at 3 o'clock. All right, you guys have a wonderful week and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye-bye now.